It is always a hit or miss when you go to a used bookstore, and today was definitely a miss because I didn't see anything in the used books that I really had to have, so that kind of stinks. But I also wasn't in the market to buy anything. This bookstore is just right next to a PetSmart. I had to buy dog food, so I thought I'd stop in. So I guess today is a good day for my bank account. Listen, I really want to love half-price books, but I just don't seem to have a lot of luck there. I hate when there's just like one book out of a series available, like the second book or third book. I'm like, no, I want the others, especially if it's a special edition. And those prices don't really seem like half price. So I'm not totally impressed, but I did have a find and I spent enough money that they gave me this free tote bag. So I have been wanting a collection of Edgar Allan Poe, and I thought this was so cool. I love the like foiling on it, and what sold me is I'm a sucker for a hardcover with no dust jacket, which is exactly what this is. So I got this one for $14.99, and I guess that is truly half price according to the sticker on the back. And they have a bunch of other editions like this, but in different colors for different collections of short stories. So this seemed cool because I wanted a cool edition of Poe. I'm sure that's not the only one. It's the first, but it probably won't be the last. But here is the super exciting find. I have been looking for this book for years. It is an Easton Press edition of Pride and Prejudice. So I am an Easton Press collector. And if you're not familiar with Easton Press, they have real leather covers. They have embossed 24 karat gold on the side. And oh my gosh, they're just so classic and stunning. And they have like a picture of the author on the inside. So with Easton Press, you can buy them new on their website for like, I think like $80, but they don't print all their books all the time. So if I wanted to go online and get Pride and Prejudice, well, tough shit, I can't. And they print it like limited time. Therefore, there's lots of different editions out there. And I have been looking for Pride and Prejudice, and this is probably one of the prettier ones I found. Some of them have like a black block here behind the title that I wasn't too keen on. I paid $50 for it, but I just told you what the price is new. And then if you look on eBay for all the different used editions out there of the various kinds, right? They're a little bit more pricey than that. So this is like right on par with what I pay for Easton Press books used. And so I'm really happy that I got this. I can add this to the collection because I love Pride and Prejudice. Like, I'm a basic bookworm. Like everyone else, I love Pride and Prejudice. And I wanted this Easton Press edition. So I am so freaking stoked to have this. I just got a delivery from Illumicrate, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up right now. I think this is probably the monthly subscription box. I don't think I have any other like special ones coming, but I don't know. With the delayed delivery times, I really never know until I get it. Okay, this one has some like junk in it. Dogs will love that. Oh, I think I remember this one. At least the like hints that they give. Okay, so I am not a fan of sci-fi, and I think if I'm remembering correctly, this one gave me like sci-fi vibes. And if you look at the cover, it looks planets, space, not necessarily my thing. So I like the sprayed edges, like I like the galaxy edges here, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one. I may end up posting this one on Pango and see if someone else can appreciate it. I just went to get my nails filled, and as usual, I stopped by Goodwill before my appointment, and I was lucky enough to score some thrifted books. I got a hardcover edition of Insomnia by Stephen King. I know nothing about this, but I typically just pick up Stephen King books whenever I see them and they're in good condition. Look at that King right there. This was only $3.29, so I love to see it. Goodwill had a Book of the Month edition of The Lost Apothecary, and I don't know too much about it, but I have certainly seen it everywhere, so I picked it up for $3.29 while I was there. It looks like this is a 2021 Book of the Year finalist, so according to Book of the Month, it's pretty good. So I'll give it a shot. Have you read it? Let me know in the comments down below if you liked it or what to expect. Now this one, I am so excited that I stumbled across. It is one of my favorite reads of all time, but I don't own a copy of it because I want a really, really cool edition. When I read it, I had checked it out from the library, so obviously returned it, and so I'm excited. Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. It is a hardcover edition. I got it for $3.29 because that's how much they charge for their hardcovers. Full price, this is $39.95. Amazing. I always see it in like the mass market paperback, or there's like a floppy paperback edition, but I've seen this hardcover is like really rare. It says it's 35th anniversary edition. I don't know if that means anything, but I was laughing because I was like flipping through the pages and I see that the prior owner left their bookmark in it, which is an application form for an Arizona State University parking permit, and they gave up on page 64. I don't think they liked it much, but hey, they made my day. I just got a FairyLoot delivery. I am pretty sure this is the April monthly subscription box, and I think I have a guess what it is based on their clues. So for April, they say that this is perfect for readers that love found family, remarkable adventures, and a Pinocchio retelling. So I already know what new release is coming out in April or came out in April that this would be, and I am so excited to receive it. I hope I'm not wrong. That would be so embarrassing. Yay, popcorns that makes the dogs go crazy. There is the card. I love that they do this. Tinsley, give me that popcorn back. Ew, it's all slobbery. Here it is. Let's see what the book looks like. Okay, I see the author's name. Pretty sure I'm right. Ooh, The Lives of Puppets. I was gonna say The Invisible Lives of Puppets, that's not it. Okay, so it's a very different color. I'd have to say, first impressions are that I like the traditional green cover a little bit better, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that. Ooh, that's kind of pretty, like the sunset. Let's see what the naked hardcover looks like. Okay, that is kind of disappointing. That's kind of like, oh man, that's kind of basic. Like, I'm such a snob, right? Like that I say that that's basic. That is really pretty. So I like the sprayed edges. Overall, I'm pretty disappointed. I think I like the standard edition a little bit better, but I'm still really excited to read this. So this is going to be a fun read. I hauled some books that I want to show you. First and foremost, from Amazon, I got Dangerous Liaisons because this was on sale, a couple bucks off. I figured why not. This has been on my TBR for a while because this is the story that inspired the movie Cruel Intentions, and it seems so seductive and mischievous and fun. I've always wanted to read the original classic that inspired that movie, so I got it. A very dear friend of mine gave me a gift card to Barnes & Noble, which definitely cheered me up, not necessarily because I got to go shopping for books, but because it was so thoughtful and kind and caring that it made me so happy to know that I have someone like that in my life. So thank you so much for the gift card. I really, really appreciate it. It meant a lot. and I went to Barnes & Noble and kind of scouted around for what I may want to pick up, what was worthy of such a gift. And I knew right away that I had to give into the hype and try The Fourth Wing. I also love this edition. I really hope that stenciled sprayed edges become more of a regular thing, because I absolutely love it, and I love the availability of having these beautiful editions at Barnes & Noble where more people can get them rather than like the exclusive subscription boxes. But anyways, this book has been all over the place. I am hearing it hyped up as being amazing, so I'm so excited to try this for myself, and I'm so happy that I got it as a gift. I really love the option to purchase UK editions of books, and I don't always want to use Amazon for that. I really loved Book Depository. I'm really sad that they went out of business, so I decided to try a new bookstore to get my UK editions, and I came across Blackwell's, which is a bookstore in UK, and they offer free shipping to the US. So this is my first order with them. I like the box that they shipped it in. It's a lot thinner than I expected, so I'm a little bit nervous, but oh, it's looking good, it's looking good. Okay, so I am making my way through The Realm of the Elderlings World, written by Robin Hobb, and so this is the next trilogy that I'm going to read after The Live Ship Traders. And here are the books, here are the editions. So I have to stay committed to the UK editions since that's what I'm getting, or that's what I have so far. I don't know the order that these go in, but I'll show you the covers. This is Fool's Errand and The Golden Fool and Fool's Fate. I'm really excited. The Fool was like one of my favorite characters in the first 3 books. So I'm really excited to be back with him and seeing how that goes. So that went really well, and the price wasn't too bad. Actually, 1 or 2 of the books were cheaper than what was listed on Amazon. So they were priced at $12.76, $15.28, and $12.47. So, and that's in, I think that's in USD. Actually, yeah, that's in USD, US dollars. So not too bad, $40.51 total, free shipping. I think I'm pretty pleased with Blackwell's. I'll continue to use them. I have also been doing some Goodwill shopping for some thrifted books, and I've had some luck recently. So I found In 5 Years, which is, I mean, technically it's a contemporary romance. I have read it. It has a little bit of a sci-fi element to it though, because in this one, our main character is living her best life. I think she got her dream job. She's engaged to the man of her dreams, but she falls asleep and she wakes up and she has time traveled to 5 years in the future, but she's like laying next to someone different, like a different man, and in an apartment she doesn't recognize, and then she goes back to present day and she has to figure out like what the hell happened. So I really loved this book. It took a very emotional, unexpected turn. I sobbed my eyes out, so I'm so happy to add that to the collection. I also got Children of Blood and Bone, which to be honest was not on my TBR, but I saw it for $3.29 and I figured why not pick it up? It's a nice like hardcover edition in really good condition, so I can add this to my collection. There is a sequel that's out, and I think a 3rd book that still has yet to be published, so if I like this, then I can invest in the other books. So that's kind of neat. And then the last book I got, I've mentioned before that I have all of the books in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series, but they're in mass market paperbacks, which I dislike. Really like small font for my eyes to read and like thin flimsy pages. So I wanted to upgrade them to the hardcovers as I came across them. So this is, I believe this is book 4 in this series, The Girl in the Spider's Web. So I picked this up. There's some stickers that I need to work on getting off, but it was again just $3.29, so figured I can replace the mass market paperback with this one and continue picking these up as I see them. It's a special edition! Oh my gosh, I am so excited. This is on my June TBR, and I have been seeing amazingly good reviews on Rebecca Kwong's new release, Yellowface. This is such a beautiful special edition. This is a literary thriller, I think. I've only read Babel from her, which is a fantasy, but I'm really excited to try this one. Here she is. Let's go ahead and see what the naked hardcover looks like. Oh, that's funny. That looks like a little post-it. Ooh, so pretty. I like the foiling. For me, I like the edges. I think the edges are what really makes it special. I love that artwork, how it's a pen. So excited to read this one. I also got a version of Words of Radiance. This is the Stormlight Archive Book 2, Part 1. I really want to read the Stormlight Archive. I really want to own the books in the Stormlight Archive, but I'm struggling with which editions to get. And I don't like that all the books are split into 1 and 2 because they're like 1,000-page books. I prefer like the hardcovers that are all in one, but finding covers that I can handle, that I think are not the most hideous thing I've ever seen, it's kind of difficult. I like these white ones, and I like that they will match the other books I have by Brandon Sanderson when they're all on my shelf. So I bought this from Pango. I think I will get these paperback editions, 2 books for each real book that's in the series so far. And then probably have to wait. I think the next one in the Stormlight Archives comes out like November 2024. So I'll have to wait for then that to come out in these paperbacks, these like UK paperbacks. Anyways, I digress from my point. You can tell it's like a frustrating thing. I'm trying to find the right editions of them. But I bought this on Pango, and it turned out to be the same price if I were to buy it new on Amazon. So it's really a matter of like who gets my dollars at this point. But at least with Amazon, I know they're new, and I don't have the wild card of like questionable quality. This one looks new. It has great quality, even if it took a long time for the seller to ship it. So I'm happy with this. I will continue purchasing these. Not planning on reading them anytime soon. I may want to align my read of the Stormlight Archives for when the next book comes out, November 2024. So I have some time to collect them. Next, I got a FairyLoot special edition in my monthly subscription box for this book, which is The Curse of Saints. Never heard of it before, so I'm kind of indifferent about reading it. I think I will keep it. I'm not planning on selling it right now. Disappointed with the cover because I never like people on the covers of my books, and like the traditional cover of this one has a wolf on it and actually looks like a lot cooler. So I hate people on the covers. It's just not my thing. I don't know if this next one really counts. I don't know if anyone cares, but I did buy a book from Goodwill on Greece because I just booked a trip for 2023 to go to Athens, Mykonos, and Santorini. And I thought this might be kind of cool to research maybe some history of the sites and whatnot, and it was $2.29. So I will never turn down a good thrifted book. Just like when I saw this hardcover edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue for $3.29 at Goodwill. It's not in the most pristine condition, but it is good enough for me. I read and loved this book, and I definitely wanted a hardcover edition for my collection, so that is what I did. And finally, they had the thriller The Plot at Goodwill as well. So for $3, I picked this one up. Honestly, I didn't really care about this book that much when I read it, but I just wanted to buy something, and why not buy something for $3.29 at Goodwill? So I bought it to add to the collection. You know, it is a very well-known book, kind of popular, I think, in like the thriller reader circles. So it'll be nice to have on my shelf and lend out to people that maybe are interested in trying it. So I'm justifying my purchase at this point, but there you have it. Please don't be mad at me, but I unboxed my Illumicrate edition of The Witch King Without You. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to set my camera up, so I'm sorry, but I opened it. Here's what it looks like. I love these stenciled edges with like this damask. There's like artwork on the inside. The naked hardcover is just okay. Like, it's weird that there's this like quote on the front rather than the title of the book. The edge, and then the back is just plain. So it's okay. I don't know about this book. I feel like I've heard it on a couple different channels as being like an anticipated release. So that's why I decided to keep it. I don't know if I will pick it up. It says, Witch King draws together Martha Wells' signature ability to create characters we adore and identify with, alongside breathtaking action and adventure, and the wit and charm we've come to expect from one of the leading writers of her generation. Which doesn't really tell you much about the book, but it is what it is. So would love to hear from you if you're excited to read The Witch King, if you have read it, if I need to move it up my TBR priority list, let me know. I also got part 2 of book 2 in the Stormlight Archives. I mentioned that I am collecting these paperbacks. I got this one on Pango, and honestly, it wasn't that much cheaper than buying it new on Amazon or on Blackwell's, which is now where I like to get my UK editions. But I like that my money was going towards a fellow book lover or bookseller rather than like a big corporation like Amazon. So I got that one, adding it to my little collection here, my display for the month of Brandon Sanderson. So I'm excited for that one. I just got a delivery from Pango. This is quite the packaging. I'm not gonna be graceful with it. I'm gonna open it. I am really curious of the condition of this book. The pictures look really good. Oh, it's heavy. Oh yeah, baby. So as I said, I think I've decided to collect 2 different editions of the Stormlight Archive books. And I did see that this one was used. This is, of course, Rhythm of War. This is book 4 in the Stormlight Archives. Pages are really crisp. I think I'm pretty happy. I definitely have some helpers in today's video, so if you hear them like sniffing around, causing a scene, that's what it is, because they want to be a part of everything that I do. I have been going crazy on the book shopping lately, so I definitely have a haul update for you. But it's not that out of control because a lot of these I did find at Goodwill doing thrift shopping. So the first one is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I am collecting these Penguin Black editions. I like that I can annotate these classics and really analyze them. So that's something I'm excited about for that. And then I got this one, which I really haven't heard of, Selected Writings of Thomas Aquinas. Haven't heard of it, but again, it's the same edition and it's brand new. Like, this baby has never been read. So I picked it up because it was like $2, why not? Another Goodwill find that I scored was the Hocus Pocus sequel, and this seems like it's going to be different from the movie that was released 2022, I think, because it follows, what's her name, Poppy, who is the daughter of Max and Allison, as she encounters the witches. So I thought that would be kind of fun to read in the fall, and I also just love like a naked hardcover that the dogs have just drooled on. The aesthetic of Hocus Pocus it speaks to my millennial heart, so I had to buy this. Also from Goodwill, I got The Devil Takes You Home, which truly wasn't on my radar or my TBR at all, but I have seen this in other videos. I can't remember if it's good even. I think it's a thriller, maybe a horror, but I figured I'd pick it up for $3. I found a hardcover edition of Gerald's Game by Stephen King for $3 at Goodwill, and this is a Stephen King I have not read yet. I have the mass market paperback, but I wanted to trade it out for this one because it's easier on the eyes and it looks better on the shelf. To support my language studies, Goodwill did have an unused stack of Spanish books and workbooks for like $5. It's broken into essential, intermediate, advanced, and then like a notebook. And there's just like a little bit of writing in the notebook, otherwise it's completely unused. So I thought this would be good to explore for my Spanish studies. Now for the haul that I'm the most excited for. I got the complete Devil's Night series. I saw on Instagram that a new publisher got, I think, all of Penelope Douglas's books, and this series in particular is going to get new covers, and I love the covers. So I feel this sense of urgency. I mean, it's not expected to happen, I think, until early 2024, but yeah, scarcity principle. I really needed to get these so that I still could. So I read book 1 on Kindle Unlimited last week. It's called Corrupt. I wanted to make sure that I actually liked it before I paid all this money for the whole series. And I loved it. I absolutely ate it up. Like, this is what I love to see in my dark romance. We had a strong, independent, smart female main character, lots of spice, a variation of spice in it, but there was a heavy plot, a suspenseful revenge plot that I was totally on board with. So I loved it. I loved all the side characters, and then reading all the summaries of the next books, I knew that I would really be in it because I liked these other characters. And I love these covers. I have no idea what the new covers are gonna look like, but I'm not gonna take that risk. I got all the books. I got the novellas. All right, this is like one of the novellas in here. And I am so excited to see where this dark romance series goes. So excited. And they're gorgeous. I cannot wait to put these on my shelves. The mail was just delivered. Let's see what FairyLoot has for me today. It's what I was hoping for, though. It is my exclusive edition. So this is outside of the monthly subscriptions. I love this book. I am so giddy right now. Oh gosh, look at that! Legends and Lattes. I love this book. I love the cozy fantasy vibes. I love their tagline of high fantasy, low stakes. I thought maybe I'd be bored with it described as low stakes, but I thought it was so perfect. It was still very much a page turner. Oh look, they have like the end papers of the standard cover. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to have this in my collection. I don't think I got a signed edition. I think I missed that option, but I don't care. This is one of my favorites. High fantasy, low stakes, good company. Oh, that is gorgeous. That iridescent has to be one of the most gorgeous books. And look at the edges. They're like rainbow. That is so cool. I am so in love with this. The mail was just delivered and I got 2 bookish deliveries that I'm gonna open right now. Firstly is this FairyLoot box, and I don't know what this is. I don't know if I'm due for another monthly box. I didn't think so. Okay, this is a monthly box. The theme is the underworld. This is Shanghai Immortal by A.Y. Chow. Ooh, I like this cover. I really dig the colors on that. Oh, and the edges are really pretty. See those edges? That's really neat. I like that. Let's check out what it looks like without the dust jacket. Okay, this looks like maybe urban setting. Ooh, I like that cover. That's pretty neat with the foiling and the design. Makes me think of like Art Deco almost. I mean, I know this has like an Asian theme to it, but ooh, I really like it. There's like a little subtle pattern to it. This would look nice on the shelf even without the dust jacket, so I really like when they do that. This next delivery is gonna seem a little misleading because it is the infamous blue box from Book of the Month, which I do not subscribe to. So I know that's not what it is, but I did just order something from Pango, so pretty sure what to expect. I think it'll be easier if I just do it this way and like... Continuing on my Brandon Sanderson journey, I got Oathbringer from Pango. Very, very happy with the condition. Really, really crisp pages. No damage to the dust jacket. I think this one has like a little bit of wear to it, but not bad. I mean, that's why we have a dust jacket, even if it's that really corny, like masculine 80s style artwork, which I'm desperately wanting to change. But there's like a map on the inside. Yay, I can add this to the collection. We'll see how I can display it over there. Yay. If you haven't guessed by now, I am definitely in my Brandon Sanderson era, and I have another one that I am so excited to get. And this one, okay, all the Brandon Sanderson peeps have been showing this book on their videos, but not telling me where to buy it. So it took me a long time to find it. This is from the Dragonsteel website, and it is the anticlimactic opening. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. I got this from the Dragonsteel website, and it is the special leather-bound hardcover edition of Tress and the Emerald Sea. This is Secret Project #1, and I've seen lots of different like versions of it. I mean, Barnes & Noble has it, but not this special edition that I've been drooling over on everybody else's like pictures and video. Oh my gosh, it is everything I thought it would be. Oh man, this is beautiful. I couldn't say no to this. I think this is awesome. I barely finished unboxing one book when another one was delivered. Oh my gosh, no damage is happening to this book. Are you ready for this? Oh yeah. I love this Chestnut Springs series so much. This one has a trope that I don't think I'm gonna like, but I will try to keep an open mind because I love Elsie Silver, I love these characters, I love these special editions. Yeah, this is exciting. I am in the final days of June, and I just got an email notification that my remaining book orders just barely left the warehouse, so pretty sure I will not be unboxing them in the month of June. So this concludes my May and June book shopping, book unboxing, book hauling. I got a lot of books. I am super, super excited about all these beautiful, beautiful additions that I can add to my collection, and I'm already looking forward to the next ones I want to buy. Thank you so much for watching this video and shopping with me, and I will see you in the next video.